Welcome, fellow fans and collectors, to another Transformers unboxing. It's been a little while, but today I have Transformers Age of the Primes 13 Prima Prime, who is the first Prime. Looking at the box, we have new packaging. I'm still getting used to this. This is a drastic change from previous packaging. The whole very darkness of the packaging is offsetting. It's like black and gold, royal colors. Got some artwork here of Prima Prime. I want to keep calling him Primus, but he's not Primus. He's Prima, the first Prime. You can see him. It's a plastic's back. You can touch him. There's the same artwork as up front here, just bigger. Also cuts off at the same place, the waist. Product shots on the back. He comes with the Star Saber. I believe that's what it's called. Hooks up with the Matrix there at the bottom. Artwork here on the side. We have Prima. We have, looks like Alpha Trion and Nexus. Nexus Prime? No, not Nexus Prime. The Master of Time and Space Prime. Just the 13 Prime and his symbol right there at the top. That's kind of plain. And there's some legal at the bottom. Let's crack them open. As I do so, I invite you to hit like and subscribe. I come back to videos as often as I get figures, or yeah, we'll stick with that. As often as I get figures. I know I've been a little bit behind lately, and haven't posted as often as I'd like to, but that's gonna change. The box is empty. That is a very sturdy box. Here are the instructions. Those two are very different than previous ones. Legal, that is garbage. We can throw that away. Nice blue background. Having a look at this, we're going to pop out this accessory right here first, which is just the sword itself, the sword blade. As we have a look at it, it is clear plastic painted silver and blue. Like a 3mm peg there at the bottom, and some little doohickeys to help secure it tightly. Next up we have here is the hilt handle and matrix. So we'll pop that off there. There's the matrix. That too looks like it's on silver plastic, clear plastic painted. Oh, dropped it. Caught it. The matrix, look, there it is on silver plastic painted. Blue. Or clear plastic painted blue. Clear plastic painted silver. Alright. And that just pops on there using a 5mm peg. That is a 3mm. That's a 5mm peg. Right there. And then that just goes down like that. I'm on the wrong side. I'm on the wrong side. There we go. It's on there like that. And then this here. Put on it like that. Why? Those grooves, I don't know. Oh yeah, it just goes down there a little further. Okay, I see. There we go. So it's very sturdy. Voila. Onward to Prima himself. We'll crack him open. Cut there, cut there. Cut the wrist. Oh, cut the wrist. Free the wrist. There we go. Free that wrist. Prima is free. The box is empty. That is garbage. Also off the side. His legs are locked together. Let me lower this a little bit to get some better. And he takes inspiration heavily from the My Faces Darkness episode where from G1 where Rodimus goes into the Matrix. Near-death experience, and he sees the one of the first bots, gladiatorial bots. So that's where he takes inspiration from the head. A lot of this is from a line continuity. The whole, I want to say, like extra detail. It's like a knight's armor on him. It's very, it's the Align version of of Prima that inspires that. So he's kind of an amalgamation of numerous incarnations of this character. The silver has always struck me as boring, even if it is several kinds. I mean, they threw some of this clear, unfortunately, clear. That's some metallic paint there. But this here is definitely their windshield. Is this clear? Ooh. No, that's solid. That's just also shiny. That chest opens up to show his matrix, which I'm trying to get off of here. There we go. Same way. For the matrix inside my matrix bearers, as opposed to on the hilt of the sword. Although the sword now looks naked. I'm sure there's going to be more matrices in this line. So yeah, looking at him, I guess he's an amalgamation. This is the first Prima we've ever gotten in actual form besides the Power of the Primes Prima, which was just a little tiny guy. Little tiny headmaster like power-up bot. This here is a little weird how that's organized. It just is a little distracting. Everything else looks pretty solid on him. But these calves are just a bit hollow there. It's just weird how blatantly hollow they are. But he looks pretty good otherwise. I guess he's on model. I guess we can raise him up here like Vector Prime or Vector Prime. There we go. High shoulders, low shoulders. Kind of like the low shoulders, maybe a little up there like that. But they do move, so they're around, so they do give you mobility. That's cool. He can't do a full. He's on double jointed elbow. He's single jointed, but he does have bicep swivel, wrist swivel. I mean, for an Voyager class, you should have some options here. We have a swivel there at the hip, of course, and a slight ab crunch because of the transformation, it looks like. Very slight. Let's move the arms out. He can T-pose. Like so. Full range up there. I've unclapped that. Let's kick back. Kick forward, rather. Kick back. He can go that far. He gets stopped because of that. To the side, he can do the full splits. We have ankle tilts. We have ankle tilts. Awesome. No ankle swivel. And we have a swivel here on the thigh. But it's only a partial swivel, so we can't do the full around. It's not like down here or anything like that. And those are held on by mushroom pegs, so they will pop off if you need them to pop off. And then we have these little guards here that go down there like that. And he's trying to transform already. Okay. So there he is. Give me just a moment. I'll be back. And we will have the transformation. Okay. And let's do the transformation. But first off, we'll get rid of the sword here. And then we're going to have, where he went to pop off, we're going to pop that out right there. Now, this part here swivels. The wheels come out of the back. And the head goes down. You can flip it. And make less of a visible head, but it doesn't seem to go down all the way. So what I found is we actually need to have the visible head syndrome. Let me try that one more time. Because right here, there is a tab. Tab into there. We're not going to try that one more time. We're just going to tab that in there because that's how it works. Apparently the first Prime. Yeah, he, visible head syndrome. All right, next up, we are going to... Oh, I just wanted to bring up that there is actually... His fingers move. Okay. And you can make that pose on the front. We'll probably do that while we're discussing the ratings. Okay. This pops open. Right there. Opens up. This is a frustrating part, to me anyway. We gotta pull the arms down. And now we're gonna pop them to the side. So once that's open up like so, hide the fist. The fist does not really go anywhere. It just kind of sits back there, like so. Trying to get a good explanation of where that is. It just kind of bends there. We're going to line up here and here. Getting that to happen is kind of a pain because this is not like clip in. It still wants to move. But once we do, it's a solid connection. Now it's solid. We'll do the other side. Open up the wrist. Fold that back. Am I supposed to do it that way? Is that what I'm doing wrong? No. It still doesn't want to... No matter what, the wrist seems to want to... the fist, rather, wants to stick out. And that doesn't really matter. It has plenty of room inside there. Now we want to orient it that we're going to clip it into that top peg there. The peg goes into that slot there. Like I said, once getting it's going to want to bend in half. But once that happens, it is a solid connection and seems to freeze up. Next step, this has already wanted to do that. We're going to take the bumper and put it on here. Now, it's softer plastic here. I had trouble getting that to line up the first time I tried it. Oops, that popped out. It's bragging about how good that connection is, and then it pops right out. There we go. So now that's pretty solid. So now we can take that, pop this back into place, and just set that down there like that for now. It's connecting on the corners. They just pop right in like so. Corners right there. Those are up. There we go. Now for the back. I don't mind that there's wheels on the back. It's just the fact that I can see right deep down inside. It's weird. But we can just rotate these out. Hold the feet back. Flip those in. These have a neat kind of a dual hinge thing going on here, so we can maneuver them around a couple times. And there is a secret third mode for him. And we can just fold this in half, get that underneath, pull that up. This piece here needs to clip into that hole there. Not a peg, it's a slot. This one's already done it. Once that's in there, you're going to have a little bit of gap there, even though it does not show anywhere that I've seen. Doesn't matter, I like that little bit of a difference there. Make sure everything's connected. And there he is. Does it roll? It rolls. It is a cybernetic Cybertron vehicle. Looks like it wants to be looks like it wants to be a garbage machine, a garbage truck. I don't know. It just slightly reminds me of a garbage truck, or like it's Cup's ancestor. And then, of course, we can take this sword here and plug that right up front. Once more, the Matrix is inside of him, so... like so, or like so. That is in the instructions like that. Now, there is other storage options for this. What I like better is there's a peg. You can see it right straight down there. And that 3mm peg, pop it right into there. Voila. Then this, there's a 3mm peg. It's actually interesting. It's like 3mm, 5mm. There's a 3mm peg here. I'll unfold it. Right there on the inside. So when we fold that back, we take that and pop that 3mm peg there. You don't want this sticking down. You want it sticking up. You want it matrix side down. Let me put it that way. Matrix side down. So that way it would still be able to roll. The other way is just going to stop rolling. And there he is. Interesting vehicle. Very, very G1 Cybertron. With some... a line thrown in there. A little bit of Bayformer, if you will. The extra Kibble stuff. The extra Greeble. The secret third mode is, of course, a hover mode. So we can just pop these pieces out here. You can take this and pop them in here. This is, of course, in the instructions. And it looks like that. It's a hover mode. It will sit like this, because it kind of goes. The instructions make it look like this part bends, but this part does not bend. That is a solid piece. Do not try to bend that. It will snap. So it doesn't go out to the side like... I think they may have scrapped that, or just how the instructions are drawn. But yeah, there's the hover mode. That is kind of interesting, because that reminds me of something from my beloved Transformers memories, is Beast Machines. It reminds me of something from Beast Machines. I know a lot of people will hate Beast Machines, but I enjoy it. And there it is. Okay, let's transform him back and discuss. Review. Oh, look. On the hilt, there's his little symbol there. Silver on silver. That's kind of cool. Let's transform him back. So, first off, we're going to start with the alt mode, because that's what we just looked at. He doesn't have an alt mode that this is the first time I've ever seen an alt mode for him in this incarnation. Of course, this isn't the first time I've seen these. I've seen these when I pre-ordered it. And I just happened to pick this guy at Walmart before my pre-order from Hasbro Pulse showed up. Ooh, that is so loud and that is scary. But that's okay. It's the only alt mode. I don't have anything else to go off of. I'm going to have to give it a 5. And it's kind of cool. It is kind of cool. It's kind of cool in that weird spaceship way. I do like that kind of thing. Where it's all spaceshipy, you know, futuristic, sci-fi. Doesn't have to be based on a realistic, modern vehicle. Transforming back is super easy. Super easy. Back to bot mode. It's almost like he's doing it himself. Something is oh, there we go. Something was still connected there. So 5 for alt bot mode. I'm giving him a 5 because this is the best representation we have. Interesting amalgamation. I like to see a recolor of him. I could see that happening. It's just definitely a possibility of being a full recolor somewhere around the line. Even a Nemesis version of him. Even though like the blue hits, I like okay, 1 point. I'll give it a 4. 4 out of 5. I'll take off a point for the shins, for his alt mode, for his bot mode. Transformation, very intuitive, very easy, very simple. It's fun. I mess with it at first without the instructions and seeing what order it needs to play into. It was hard. So yeah, this guy's gonna get a pretty high score. 5. Price point. He's $34.99 at Walmart. That's what I picked him up for. He is a Voyager. That's what we got going right now for Voyagers. That price may change in the future for various reasons. So yeah, 4, it's average. So totals, 5 for alt mode, 4 for bot mode, 5 for transformation, and 4 for price. He's a solid 4.5. Get him if you need him. If you want him for this collection, I would like to have all 13 primes. I've always wanted all 13 primes. So this would be exciting. I like this guy a little bit better than what I thought I would. And as we see here, I'm trying to move it so you can hold that. There's one downside about that. The hilt is not long enough to put in that hand, but he can totally not dual wield, wield this two-handed, which is nice. So he deserves a 4.5. There he is. Get him if you need him. But at this point, thank you very much for watching. If you are still watching, I would like to thank you. Leave a comment below if you're going to get this guy or not. But as always, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.